Welcome. Come to your seat wherever you are this dusk, on a chair, at the edge of your bed, or simply leaning against the kitchen counter. Let your shoulders soften. If it feels helpful, place your hands where they rest easily. I am Sal Sathea, and this evening we practice a small, kind ritual to close the day. A lantern at dusk to settle the heart and prepare for rest.
Before we begin, a short safety note. If you choose a real candle, use a stable holder. Keep it away from curtains and children, and never leave it unattended. A battery lamp or LED candle works beautifully and is fully safe. You may also use an imagined light in your mind. If thinking of light brings strong memories, please choose the imaginal option, or simply focus on the breath. This practice is gentle and optional. Listen to your body and take what helps. Why an evening light ritual? In the Buddhist teaching, we learn that transitions matter. The moment between day and night is a natural place to notice what we carry. Many of us bring leftovers, a tense conversation, a list of undone tasks, worry about tomorrow. A small ritual helps us mark a boundary. This is closing time. It gives our mind a signal to slow down. Now, imagine a Cambodian dusk, the sun leaning low behind the rice fields, a neighbor returning from the market with the day's small work done, the soft hum of evening insects. There is a quiet dignity to ordinary labor, the hands that tended the soup, the person who put away tools. Let us honor that ordinary effort. Let us honor your day, however it unfolded. Say to yourself, silently, this day did what it could. Let that settle. We will move through 3 gateways: prepare, attend, and release. Each gateway is simple and practical. You can use all of it or pick one piece that fits your life. The first gateway is prepare. Gateway 1. Prepare. Choose a safe light. If you have a small battery lamp, a tea light LED, or a bedside lamp, set it on a steady surface at eye level or slightly below. If you are with family or roommates, ask permission briefly. May I light a small lamp to close my day? And notice their response. If a flame is not safe where you are, choose an LED or the imaginal option. Hold a mental image of a soft, warm light the size of your palm. Before lighting or imagining the light, form a short intention. Keep it simple. You might say to yourself, may I let go of what I cannot change, or may I rest with kindness toward myself. Speak it quietly or hold it as a thought. This intention will be your steady anchor during the practice. Accessibility note. You can do this practice seated, standing, or lying down. If being on your feet is difficult, place the light where you can see it without moving. If vision is limited, use the breath-based version. Imagine the rhythm of breath as light moving in and out. The most important thing is safety and ease. Gateway 2. Attend. This is the lantern practice, a short, focused attention practice using breath, visual attention, and a brief metta, loving kindness line. I will explain it step by step, and then we will do a guided practice for 4 minutes. There are 2 options: a visible night practice with a small lamp, or an imaginal practice with a mental lantern. Choose your option now. Step 1. Place your gaze softly on the light. Or, if you are using imagination, let the image appear about an arm's length in front of you. Do not strain. Allow the light to be gentle, like a small candle far enough away to be comfortable. Step 2. Bring attention to the breath. Breathe naturally. In this practice, we let the breath be a companion. Breathe in, breathe out. As you breathe in, notice the feeling of receiving. As you breathe out, imagine the light steadying, like a small lantern holding the evening safe. Step 3. Add a short metta line. It can be as simple as, may I be at peace. On the in-breath, think or feel, may I be safe. On the out-breath, think or feel, may I be at peace. If that feels too much, use the single phrase quietly on the out-breath. May I be at peace. Before we begin the guided practice, a trauma-aware reminder. If you notice strong emotions, images, or physical reactions, you may stop the practice at any time. Open your eyes, set the light aside, or shift your focus to your hands on your lap. Breathe slowly, and, if helpful, name what you feel. I notice grief, or I notice tension. If memories feel overwhelming, reach out to a trusted person or a professional. This practice is meant to calm, not to push into pain. We will now practice together for 4 minutes. If you are doing this later, you can return to the recording and begin here. Make sure you are seated or stable. If at any moment you need to stop, simply shift your attention to your breath or open your eyes. I will use gentle cues to close the practice. Begin by softening your eyes. If you have a light, let your gaze rest softly on it. If you are imagining the lantern, allow the image to be warm, but not bright, like a small lantern carried with care. Breathe in slowly, noticing the coolness at the tip of the nose. Breathe out, noticing the movement of the chest and belly. Breathe in and out. On the next in-breath, feel the small brightness of the lantern as a friend. Breathe in, feel being welcomed. Breathe out, think quietly, may I be at peace. Again, breathe in, receive. Breathe out, may I be at peace. Let the words be simple and steady. If the mind wanders, gently return the gaze and the breath to the light. Notice any tightness in the body. See it as part of the evening's leftovers, not as something to fix. Breathe toward that tightness, as if offering a small kindness. Inhale, soften the place you notice. Exhale, may I be at peace. Keep the pace gentle. There is no hurry. If memories or feelings arise, perhaps a small regret or a flash of worry, acknowledge them simply. There is regret, or there is worry. Offer the metta line on the out-breath. May I be at peace. If images feel strong, choose to close your eyes and place the light gently on the table, or imagine the light as a distant star instead of a close flame. Safety first. Now, continue with your own breathing and the metta line for a few more breaths. Breathe in, receiving. Breathe out, may I be at peace. Breathe in, receiving. Breathe out, may I be at peace. If you are using a real lamp, keep it at arm's length and stable. If you are imagining, keep the lantern small and comforting. As we close this short practice, take one final full breath in. As you exhale, rest the eyes if you choose, or lower your gaze. Bring your hands together gently, or place them on your lap. Notice the heart's rhythm for a moment. No need to change it. Just notice the steadiness. Gateway 3. Release. After the lantern practice, we move to practical, non-superstitious ways to let go of the day. First, a tidy and let go checklist. Name 3 things you did today. Not judged, simply noted. For example, I cooked a meal. I sent a message. I rested for 10 minutes. Say them in your mind and acknowledge completion. Then mentally set them down, like placing small stones at the edge of the path. Next, a one-line forgiveness. Bring to mind one small thing you wish you'd done differently and say to yourself, I forgive myself this time. Keep it short and concrete. Forgiveness here is not a grand act. It is a simple handing over so the mind can rest. Finally, a quiet arrival ritual before sleep. Choose one small action to mark bedtime. Turn off the main light and leave the lantern on for a few minutes. Or fold a cloth and place it at the bedside. Or place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and breathe 3 times with the thought, I am present. This is your personal sign that the day is done and rest is allowed.
2 small experiments to try this week. Experiment 1. For 3 nights, do a micro-lantern practice of just 3 minutes. Keep the light small and the intention simple. May I be at peace. Notice whether sleep comes more easily or thoughts feel kinder. Experiment 2. 1 night this week, at bedtime, step over your doorway and practice a 1-minute no-screen doorway blessing. Stand for 1 minute, breathe, and offer silently, "May my home be a place of rest." Observe the effects kindly, without judgment. A few troubleshooting notes. If you live with children, involve them by making the light small and safe, perhaps an LED tea light, and invite them to make their own simple wish for rest. If you work nights or are a shift worker, adapt the ritual to close a shift rather than to follow the sun. The symbolic crossing matters more than the clock. If light cues trigger grief, use the imaginal version or practice the breath-only approach. Never practice near hazards, stoves, stairs, or while moving.
If you find the practice brings up more than you can hold, prolonged sadness, intense memories, pause the ritual and reach out to a trusted friend, a member of the Sangha, or a professional. Ritual can open a heart gently, but sometimes other support is needed. This is a sign of courage, not weakness. To summarize, 1. Prepare. Choose a safe light and an intention. 2. Attend. Use the lantern practice with breath and a short metta line. 3. Release. Do a tidy inventory, offer a 1-line forgiveness, and create a small arrival ritual for sleep. If you remember one thing, let it be this. A small, steady habit marks transition and gives the mind permission to rest.
May you try one small experiment this week. Notice kindly, without forcing, how the evening light shifts your mind. If this practice brought you calm, consider sharing it with someone who could use a gentle boundary at the end of their day.
Thank you for practicing with me this evening. May you be well. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering.